Well, hello, friends. This is Tommy Oaks, and this is the Story Break. This week, I have some good friends visiting my home. One of them is a man by the name of Dean Mathis. Dean, I've known for many years. I dearly love him. He is a great friend and companion, and I have asked Dean to share a story that means something to him with everybody. So I'd like to welcome Dean Mathis to the Story Break.
Hey, when Tommy asked me to share a story, I started thinking about some funny things. Amy thought I should share some story from life. But I tell you what, it's just interesting that the last couple of weeks, I'd never known this, and I heard Rick Warren telling a story, and I thought it was really good because I like thinking about 1 Thessalonians 5:17 a lot in my own prayer life, which says to pray without ceasing, and I've really kind of explored what that means in different ways. But he told the story that was really interesting. When the Roman Empire was being established, they'd create a forum right in the center of the city, and they would put up a bell tower. And the bell tower was just kind of in a perfunctory way to kind of define the day. So like 6 o'clock in the morning, they ring the bell, and it was prime. It was time to get to work, kind of like the alarm clock for everybody that day to get to work and get about the business of the day of the functioning in the kingdom. And then the bell would ring again about the 9th hour, and then 3 hours later, it'd ring at noon. And I thought, this is kind of a cool thing. In the Roman Empire, from noon to 3, that was your lunch break, okay? What happened? But they get that 3 hours off, and then the bell will ring again at the 9th hour, which was 3 o'clock. You go back to work, and you'd work to about 6:30, and then the bell will ring again, and that was it. Well, the Roman Empire would do this for hundreds of years, and it affected or impacted how everybody did their life, and especially the Jews and the Christians. And when the monastic order started thinking about prayer and praying without ceasing, they actually borrowed a page out of the playbook of the Roman Empire and used bells. So they would use the prime. First thing in the morning, the bell would ring for prayer. Mid-morning, 9 o'clock, the bell would ring for prayer. Noon, again, the bell would ring as the day goes, okay, and into the evening, in the Vespers, again, a bell would ring. Which I thought was really interesting in terms of how it developed over the years. And you know what the word that's used in Latin for bell? It's clocca, or clock, that we use today. So clocks weren't devised to help us expedite our day or to stay on top of things or to hurry our pace. Clocka, which means bell, was originally introduced, and that by the 14th century they created mechanisms. Instead of having a guy just ring the bell, and sometimes it was practical, sometimes it wasn't, it would do it automatically. So I just want to say to you in that fun story, anytime you see a bell or hear a bell, why don't you do what I'm starting to do? And I'm borrowing it again for that moment to stop and to pray without ceasing, recognizing that our Heavenly Father, man, He wants to hear from us. He wants to understand what we're feeling, and He really wants to participate wherever we are in the journey of that day. Isn't that fun? I never knew where the word clock came from, but that's where it came. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.